3, 2, 1.
I love you. Hello, you guys. Welcome. It's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. And I want to do a very raw, uncut, unedited reading for you. This gives you the real essence of what a real reading is. And actually, I couldn't think of a question for the reading. So we're going to have our tarot cards pick the theme of the reading. I am debating on if we want to do 3 different themes or just one theme. We'll see how we get there. This is a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. And this oracle deck is... I'm reaching for the book. The Wild Unknown Archetypes oracle deck. I have the the guidebook here. It's been a while since I used this oracle deck, so we might be using this as we do the reading. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I thought I would do a bonus thing here, and let's just, if you have any questions that is unanswered, this is going to be a yes or no for you, and then we will do a time. Now, this is something I normally do for my group, my favorite private community, but, you know, I said, let's just put it out here in the universe, and maybe this will be tied in. Well, I always say maybe, but this will probably, here I go, probably. This will tie into the reading for sure. Okay, so first we are going to do a yes or no reading. And what you do, if you are not familiar with a pendulum reading, is you think of your question that you want to the answer to be yes or no. It will be either yes, no, unknown, and try again. And especially if it's unknown and try again, we will get further into it as we're doing the reading, okay? So right now, what you have to do is have in your mind what you want your question to be. It could be any question as long as the answer is a yes or no answer, okay? It can't be a how. It can't be a why. It has to be a yes or no a question that the answer has to be yes or no, okay? So here we go. We're going to get started. Think of your question. You can say it out loud. Everyone's different, or you can think it in your mind, or you can pause right now and write it down, okay? And let's get started. Well, that was fast. It is a yes to your question. The answer is yes. And now, if it's the same question or a different question, we're going to do when, okay? And we are going to actually go off of the month here and see what we get. We'll see if it goes off the day. Let's see. We're going to go off of when. So this could be a same question or a different question. Now the answer will be when. And it is pointing to February. So whenever you are getting this reading, it's going to be the closest February coming up for you, okay? Also, if you're going off of the day is going to be Friday. Okay? So either February or Friday, or February on a Friday, okay? Yes, so that is what we have for our pendulum reading. I'm going to set this here. And now let's get on to the theme of the reading. And let's see what we have. Now this is a general reading. This is not, it could be personal to you, but because we have a large number of people, it's not just one person receiving this reading, I'm going to do a very broad general answers or explanations, and I'll try to narrow it down. It depends on what my thoughts are on how I'm feeling. Okay, so it looks like these are the 3 themes. So there's going to be 3 themes. of this reading. Okay, so the first theme is the world. Very positive card. Okay, this is about success. This is their conclusion. You see they're very happy here. This is also the energy of the internet, you know, publishing, putting this on a wide world web. But there is a success here. There's closure. There's a culmination. There's an ending period. You are finishing something. And we'll get into the theme of what this what that part of the reading is about. This also represents Saturn. Saturn means there's, you know, this is long-term success. You did all the work you had to put in. It was a lot of hard work to achieve what you're achieving here, to be successful. Okay, so that's what we have for the first theme. Second theme, we have the temperance. The temperance is somewhat of like a publishing energy here, the World Wide Web, because the temperance also represents Sagittarius. Sagittarius is very adventurous, as you see on this card. She seems like she's very adventurous because she's on a theme that seemed kind of scary. This is also the card of traveling. This is practice in moderation, everything in moderation. Now, normally this card will have someone doing alchemy, practicing alchemy. And alchemy means that you have to add something to make it better. You're practicing, you're basically doing like a chemist, and you need to put something in your life to make it better, okay, to have this harmony, to have this balance. But if we're going off of the Sagittarius theme, this is someone who's very courageous and bold, traveling as well, which is also connected to this card. So the themes are seeming like they're relating here. So someone who's traveling and going beyond their world, like your world is small. This is a bigger picture kind of world. Also, this is very optimistic. This is dealing with religion, philosophy. This is also dealing with justice, the law, okay? Because you want everyone to be happy. So there needs to be laws placed with that as well. So I'm trying to think what else we have for that, the temperance. Just everything in moderation. This is also the energy of doing too much, but because it's upright, we're going to say it's positive. Now, the last thing, we have the Mother Earth. Look at her. She is gorgeous, right? She is basking in this energy of abundance, okay? This is someone who really cares about nurturing and compassion, at the same time, money, okay? So this is someone who could be very charitable. This is someone who could be, they are someone you go to advice for money, someone you go to advice for health, someone you go to advice for details and energy that is long lasting, that takes time, being very practical, being very, you know, not frugal, but being very aware, money conscious as well. Okay. So this energy is not giving me health, you know, for obvious visual reasons, but it is giving mental health energy. That is what I have as well. So let's see what else we have more in the themes. I'm going to do some oracle cards here. It's been a while since I've used this oracle card, so let's see what we have here. If you hear any noise in my background, I'm getting construction done at my place. Okay, so we have the vision card here. And if your theme is more so completion, something is getting completed, we have these themes here. It looks like these are going to be touching, so yeah. And let's see what else we have here. We have the stone connected to these cards. And we have the warrior. A warrior that's giving very Aries energy here. And we'll place this here. Oh, very fire energy already. Okay, so first we'll read this one, the vision. This seems very obvious to me. This is someone who's thinking beyond their world. They're looking very long term beyond. They see the bigger picture. There's a lot of vision, which you see these two are connected. Let me see what we have, what it's saying that this represents here. This is the dream, the imagine, the reveal. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born. So already there is something beyond your world, and there's a bigger picture going on here. And maybe you forgot because you've been comfortable with your everyday norms or how the world is. And, it makes me think of an eclipse. Like God is trying to put you on a path to focus on what you're meant to do in this lifetime. Okay. And that's very Capricorn, Saturn energy, because it's about focusing on your good karma, not your bad karma, and your goals, your long-term goals. Thus, we are sent on lifelong journeys of discovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. And this is why she's so happy, because she's achieving her goals. She knows what her goals are. She knows what she's meant to do. Let me see. We trust the world and its synchronicities. Okay, we walk through new doors into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those with vision. So not only do you want the vision, not only are you caring about your long-term goals, not only are you preparing yourself to do what you're meant to do in this lifetime, but also you're attracted to people who are also goal orientated. And it's infectious to be around these people who are extremely happy, okay, because these people give you the energy, and the energy rubs off of you. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. So it's all about your goals here. This is obvious to me. You need to have a goal. If you don't have a goal, you need to write it down and create one, okay? When you have a goal, that helps you become happy. There's optimism. You become more brave. You become more adventurous, okay? And also you're pouring something into your cup that needs to be poured to help you bring this balance and happiness, okay? So that is what we have for that card. Let's see what we have for this one here. And it says Caros. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. LXV. This is about mythic time. Oh my gosh, this is all connected, okay? This is about synchronicity, okay? We all have, let me actually pull this card up. First of all, let me show you the vision. Oh, look, and there's an owl here. There's also a moon. There's a mountain here, meaning that there is, a mountain you have to climb. Mountain also represents Capricorn, Sagittarius energy. So it's going to be hard, but you have to know that this vision is something that's very important in you. We have owls here that's representing wisdom. Wisdom of the wise, emotions as well, and climbing this mountain and being successful in life, okay? And having grounded energy and thinking logical. Now we have this card, and with this card we have an eye. It makes me think of a mystical, very psychic energy too. We have all had the experience of timeless, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mystic time. And it's the territory of this card, Kairos. The card suggests that there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within the nonlinear realm, we access divine timing. So it looks like here, time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or to act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. This is crazy because it's always connected, and this is about long-term energy anytime you're dealing with Saturn. And it looks like here that whatever clock you think, so let's say you're getting this reading and you're 50 years old and you're like, it's too late. It's never too late. You're not going off of the physical clock. You're not going off of the clock that everyone says you're supposed to go off. So if you're 25 and all your friends apparently have their life together, which is never true at the age of 25, you're not going off of that clock. You're not going off the clock that you created, or this false clock, or this time that everyone says you're supposed to have this time. And this could be giving birth as well. You're going off of the time that is meant for you. Okay, no clock can guide you. Wait for a rush of inner knowing and not a moment later. So it's about what is your inner gut telling you? What is your intuition telling you? The world, the outer world might say there's no time, but your intuition is saying you have nothing but time, baby. Okay. Now we already know what this card is. This card is the warrior. This is someone who needs to be very brave, very bold. This is someone who is a leader. This is someone who thinks outside of the box and they act outside of the box. This is not someone who lives in fear. This is someone who's going to set the standard. You also have the number 10. 10 means infinite new possibilities, starting something new. And there's going to be infinite possibilities, okay? The warrior is very courageous. The warrior is very brave. It is Aries energy. So it's first, it's impulsive, it's passionate, there's fire, there's spark, there's drive, there's motivation, and it's fearless. So this is the energy you have to have in regards to this reading, in regards to whatever it is that you're meant to do. And it's going to take time. It's going to be adventurous as well. So we have the stone here, and I'll connect this card here. And I thought that this was going to be multiple themes, but it looks like it's one theme here, okay? And you were meant to have this. And it looks like it's about your long-term goals and not to worry about time. Okay, here we go. We have the anchor. We have the rock. The stone made me think of grounded energy here. And there is a triangle. So we'll get as an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. So again, we have this patience, long-term energy here. Okay? Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. So no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. So it looks like maybe you were off track and you probably used to do whatever this goal is. And now it's bringing you back. Okay. The stone tethers us to earth. And what do we have here? We have Mother Earth. Mother Earth. And the stone is bringing you back to earth, to this practical long-term energy. Okay, it's about helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it's likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us, humbles, and easily unnoticed. The power of the stone balances the frenzy of the world. This is all about being committed. This is also about being present. This is also about being loyal. This is also about being steadfast. Okay, there is energy that wants you to be patient. This is the energy of sticking to something that's very traditional, very familiar as well, because it is earth energy. And what else do we have here? Internal anchor, the rock. So with the Mother Earth, this is the Capricorn, this is the Virgo, this is the Taurus, okay? You don't have to be that, but I'm telling you what the energy is that you're supposed to, because we're all supposed to have this energy within. So this is something that is about earthly matters. And that means either there's something tangible or there's something very long-term that you have to put in. The Taurus, the Virgo, the Capricorn, they're going to take their time. And it looks like that's what you need to do. Not only do you need to take your time, but there's a fire element that's also very strong here. So there's this very being brave. So it's something about taking your time and being brave and courageous in this, okay? Being a warrior, being first, okay? Also the element of adventure. And you have to be very optimistic with this energy, okay? And we had the Kairos, which is also dealing with this endless amount of time. There isn't this clock that you have to go by. There is a natural clock. It's your intuition. It's your psychic ability that's telling you when to go, when to start, when to stop, okay? Yes, and the vision is the long-term vision, okay? So we're going to add a few more cards to this reading, but I felt like you know what it is already. It looks like if February is a long time, it's saying that you have to take your time because in February it will work. Friday doesn't look like it's supposed to be the Friday this week. It seems like it's more the Friday of February, okay? We have the 5 of fire. This is competition. So you need to know that there is competitiveness and a good light. This is going to spark some energy and get you motivated to get you going. Also, we have the 8 of water. The 8 of water is walking away from what no longer serves you. So we have it touching a warrior. This is going to take a lot of brave energy because you're used to doing one thing and now you know that thing doesn't serve you, and you have to have the strength and be very courageous in walking away. Warrior energy is very Aries energy, so it's all about being a self and not really going and worrying about others. It's not selfish, it's more of taking care and loving yourself and putting yourself first. Also, you have to have that grounded energy with the stone, and the grounded energy is that earth energy, and be stable and think long term. So take your time when making a decision of walking away. You don't have to be so impulsive, but take your time, walk away, and move forward. We're going to pull one more card here. We're going to pull this one here. And the last card we have is the river. Anytime I think of water energy, it's very pretty too, the colors. First of all, whenever you see rainbow colors, that means there's multiple options here. There is diversity here. Lastly, another thing when I think of water, river, is you're dealing with your emotions, okay? And also the psychic, intuition, spirituality. We see a horse, and a horse to me is very grounded energy. Let me see, and it's very fast, but let's see what we have here. This is the last card for this reading. The river, the stream, the flow, the current. There is a reason why there is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness. So you have to have forgiveness, a cleanse. I have a whole video on water energy, and it explains everything about water, the element, in a spiritual and astrological standpoint. Anyway, but there is a cleansing when you have the river, and you have forgiveness when there is a cleansing. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, which is also what no longer serves you, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. It's almost like a baptism, and you're washing away your sins and you're walking in with God. Once we step in, we no longer are in control. The river carries us further down the stream of transformation. There's a transformation happening for you. Then we plan to go. Its waters have a special gift of reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Vision, long-term goals. So there needs to be a cleansing of forgiveness. There needs to be a cleansing of letting go of the past, walking away from what no longer serves us, and not holding on to any grudges in order for this long-term vision to really work for you, okay? Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't seen before. Once you cleanse all that heavy bags, that trauma, the negativity, then you become light, and there's grace and there's fluidity. Keep in mind that I don't know why I can't. Keep in mind the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotions, potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. You may drink in the sight of your true self. So once you cleanse this energy, you really become your true self, okay? And your true self is not negativity. Your past does not dictate who you really are. It is the present moment of who you are. And it's also love. Water element also brings a lot of energy of spirituality and love. And there is an emotion. So there is a cleansing energy that does involve with this, okay? This is about reflection. This is about forgiveness. This is about acceptance. This is about grace, okay? The river is about emotions. It's when you are in its current, and you will know it by the bursting forth of your tears, your laughter, your despair. All the emotions that flow is the current that is going on, okay? Let me see what else we have here. Yeah. It's very positive. I really enjoy this reading. I think it's very motivational. I think as a collective, we all need energy like this, energy of restarting and thinking of our long-term goals and being patient and being practical and thinking about not just our negative karma, our positive karma, because that's what this card represents, positive success and really putting in a work, because nothing is just handed to you. So you really have to go off the time of the natural clock. Okay, don't worry about the fact that people say it's too late. It is never too late. Okay, you have to just put in the work. Nothing is going to come easy. I was just listening to a podcast, and it was about being a billionaire. You don't have to be a billionaire to be successful, but someone was asking, like, how do I know if this is working? And they said you have to give it 10 years. And that just makes so much sense. So you have to think about long-term time. You have to be consistent, and you have to put in a work. And that is what we have with this world energy. And you're going to have competition. This is not someone who's like, you're not doing it on your own. And it's healthy competition. You see, they're happy to have the competition because this competition actually motivates you. Also, too, that's very Sagittarius. You got to be very optimistic. You have to have faith. That is very Sagittarius, too. But there needs to be a cleansing and releasing and forgiveness so you can be packed very light with this, okay? There's an energy of being grounded and practical, and think of long-term energy. Think of your visions. Be bold and courageous because there's infinite possibility, and there is all the earth element, okay? Sticking to the traditions, looking for higher knowledge, being practical, focus on the details, being consistent. This is someone who has a schedule. This is someone who has a routine. This is someone who's thinking about their day-to-day work. Also, they're valuing themselves. They're valuing their resources. They know that whatever it is that God is giving you, it is a gift. It is your personal gift, and you are putting value into your personal gift, okay? Yes, that is what we have for our reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this raw, unedited cut of a real reading. And yes, I will see you guys next time. Oh, I forgot to say, do your due diligence, please. Help me out. If you like this video, that will help. It really helped me out. If you really enjoyed this, I have more. I do this for my private community all the time. So go ahead. You can join my private community. It is $4.99 a month. I go more into chart readings. If you're into charts, if you're into your astrology, you can ask me a few questions and I will answer it. If you want a full reading, that's a whole separate thing. But we go into astrology. We go into tarot. We go in predictions. We do it all over there. It's just way more, it's a whole nother vibe. It's more laid back over there, okay? But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.